Hi, I'm Claire.
And I'm Terra.
And you're listening to No Contingencies, the PCB pod.
Oh, is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
I love
guess.
it. That's cute.
Thanks.
Workshop. Forklift foot is what we were talking about.
Yeah, okay. Let me Google it.
So it's toddler and tiara. So we're talking about an episode of Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo.
Maybe it's when she first became a standout star. I just remember the girls being fed like Mountain Dew and Red Bull before they go on.
Have you ever seen the clip where Alana has a cucumber and she's like, "What's this?" and Mama goes, "Carrot."
No.
You've never seen
that?
that?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know that I have good service here. I kind of want to say that Mama got the forklift foot because it got run over by a forklift.
Oh.
It was a good day because I saw my mama's forklift foot and it was so nasty.
I'm sure there's been more than just me had their foot ran over with a forklift.
Okay.
And so it's like not damaged. It's what would you say? It's she's like crippled a little bit.
Deformed?
But I think deformed.
Okay.
I think like she still has like full mobility, but yeah, so they would always
the
talk
visual
about
is just not
it's
your typical.
It's not loading
Oh no.
for the folks at home.
So Claire Bear.
Yes, terracotta. Terracotta.
What a weekend.
What a weekend. We've already caught up on our weekend. We went to Topgolf for lunch, which was interesting. Okay. What happened? This is on Reddit. What happened to forklift foot floating? So we don't need a weekend debrief. We went to Topgolf for lunch and that was fun.
We did not play.
We did not play. First time into the Topgolf. As noted by an unnamed individual, it was very hot in there. It was really hot.
It is.
And I do have to say, I'm not a big fan of. We sat in the obviously like little bar section, and there's a motion sensor door.
Yeah.
And the AC thing would cut on every time, and it's not like the usual like quick little like burp, and then it's done.
It's loud.
It was blasting.
Rightfully
And
so, though, because it was very warm in there, and both of the doors I think have it going, so it kind of keeps the cool
All right, it's
air
not
in.
loading.
It's okay.
Forklift foot will remain a mystery.
We'll tell you on the next episode.
We'll tell you maybe later tonight. So anyways, yeah, Topgolf was fun. It was good. We got the katsu chicken sliders and pretzel bites, and then our friend got a patty melt.
Yeah, but it's essentially like two patties smothered in a sauce with extra cheese and the buns inverted
with inside out bun
and toasted.
Get a little artistic.
It was an interesting choice.
Yeah,
it was their choice.
It was.
We took them for their birthday.
Okay, so you had 1, 2 open houses this weekend?
Just one.
Just the one?
Yeah.
You said you had a lot of traffic.
So Friday night I did 3 to 6.
Okay.
This is Sun Lane. I don't know if Malachi's gonna put something right here. Sorry, Malachi, I was over trying to edit in my head there.
This is Sun Lane.
Vanna White that. Anywho, so
give me something cool to hold right here. This is anyways,
emoji.
Vanna,
Claire's
continue.
emoji. So yeah, and it was I did it from 3 to 6 and I really got a lot of traffic, but I also pushed it in marketing on social media, so it was great. Ton of people.
What was your like demographic for the 3 to 6? Like people, so it was Friday, obviously nobody's coming home from school, coming home from the beach, drive by from work, like what was most of your traffic?
Honestly, most of these people saw my online post. So it's
really
the CRM we use is Boomtown,
yeah,
I guess we can say. And you can property boost is what they call it whenever you can take any property that's within the company. So it doesn't even have to be your own. Obviously get approval from the agent if that's cool with them.
No one's going to say, no, do not boost my property though.
Spend your dollars. Yeah. I couldn't care less. I would appreciate it. But anywho, so I just do that little property boost for the open house, and I'm pretty sure majority of them saw that. And they came in. So it was couples predominantly looking to relocate. They live locally. They love the area. Weston PCB is a nice little gem, you know. I love the beaches.
Yeah.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's one of the quietest beaches down there. And so it was just a busy open house. It was really good. So got a lot of leads, got a lot of traction.
How many people total would you say came through?
Bodies, probably 12.
Bodies?
Well, it was usually couples. Okay. I would say I had 6 different couples come through. So it was nice. It was a good time.
That's awesome. Yeah, we had talked, I know we had talked once before with There's an agent in our office. He wouldn't mind us saying his name. Brian Cloudis. Joined Mr. Cloudis. Joined Counts. Probably a year and a half ago now. Maybe longer, maybe a little bit less. And he is like the open house king. He started out and was like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do these open houses. And so it was really interesting to hear his perspective on, like, Brian does an open house
literally every day.
Every single day.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially
5 days
in the
a week.
beginning. Yeah. So we'd always ask, I know I have, and so many other agents in our company would be like, hey, what's the feedback on this? You know, like, are you seeing better traction at certain times of the day, certain times of the week? And honestly, it is all over the place, in my opinion. Like, anytime I ever asked him, he's like, it's just hit or miss. Like, you never know. Like, some days he would sit at an open house all day long and not get any traction. But then, like, you like be there another day and it's like everybody and their mother comes. So I just don't know if there's like an actual formula. Mm-hmm. And I think to your point, you were like, most people think they should do it from like 1 to 4 or 12 to 3 or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I just think maybe like a little bit that late afternoon hour might be best. But again, I don't know if it's because I did the marketing. So
I know he had said something to, you and I had talked about doing an open house over on 30A, and we talked about that like early morning traffic, like people getting on bikes, people going for walks, and so
jogging.
Yeah, or like people. Another good one that we had talked about was people dropping their kids off for school and then coming to an open house afterward. So I don't know. I'm very interested to learn more about like the non-conventional open house hours. Like a sunset open house is good. Like people want to come and like have a cocktail. Do you serve alcohol at your open houses?
I do not. He has a spread.
He has a spread, girl.
Like, it is a party. It is a cocktail hour. It's really awesome.
Whenever, like, I get to go to one of his open houses, I know that, like, I'm in for a treat.
Yeah. Agreed. Pretty basic. Got snacks and waters. I did have ice cold waters in the fridge for those that were hot, so that was nice. Yeah. But, so yeah, it was a great open house. And suffice to say, what is a better time? I think in evening hours or late afternoon evening hours is the best.
What do you provide to people that come to your open house? I like to do... Brian has those little bitty water bottles with his like name and logo on them, which is so fancy.
I love that.
So I try to do like the little waters and then like the little like mini cans of Diet Coke. And then a page I stole out of his book is those individual chip bags.
That's what I did. Cheez-Its, Goldfish, water. I didn't do any sodas. I didn't even do any. Maybe I had like a Nutri-Grain bar or something. But it's nobody really, I mean, a couple people will take the snacks, but mainly people just want, to me, when I'm doing an open house, I'm trying to find a lead. I want to be whomever's looking to buy their next agent. So, you know, you're just trying to like kind of vibe each other out, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it. But
every now and again, though, you do get somebody that like is there for the snacks.
Or just your looky-loos, like we've said.
Have you ever there was one time I was using another agent in our office. Let's talk about open house safety for a minute. There was one time that I was using another agent in our office, her signs. They had her face on it. And I'm sitting at the open house. This older man comes up. He's like really sweaty. He's like been walking around the neighborhood. He walks in and he looks at me and he goes, "You're not," says her name. Let's say her name was Sally. He walks in, he goes, "You're not Sally." And I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm borrowing her signs." And never really thought much of it because she's like a really pretty, just like cute agent. And so I was like laughing about it to my parents. I was like, he was bummed that I wasn't Sally. And then I started thinking about it and I'm like, that's kind of creepy. Like he had no intentions of like wanting to stop by an open house until he saw her face on a sign, you know? So that is, you know, jumping to an extreme. But like, do you ever have any angst about sitting in an open house or
funny that you should mention that.
Or
I actually did on this one. And it was the last person who rolled up by themselves, kind of like little like jumpy, fast, like sporadic. And I just had a moment. I was actually talking to my husband about this. I was like, you know what? This is the safety we talk about. I am in this house by myself. Where this man is much larger than I am, taller, bigger than I am. And I'm feeling like, oh, God, he's a little, like, spastic with it. But I think he just felt like he must have made it seem like he was rushing to the open house to catch me before I closed, all of that. But I was, like, making sure I kept my distance, I was just, like, locked into, like, do the things that keep you safe.
Yeah, like, when you're, like,
you go first. I don't go in front of you. Like, I'm standing by the door. And, like, there's just...
Or if you're like showing him the bedroom, you're like walking in backwards.
Yes.
You know, like that type of.
I always wait by the door. So yeah, I think open house safety is definitely important. I think that's why a lot of people reach out to you, different lenders or title companies will be willing to sit with you. But as I was talking about it with my husband, I'm like, it's still typically 2 females.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
You know? And not that we're not in a safe space and a safe place, but like, let's just not assume that, you know, nothing's possible.
Anything can happen. I mean, especially with the Idaho 4 case, I guess now being closed, but just 5 or 6 people that are just like going to bed one night.
Yeah.
You know?
That's crazy.
They didn't do anything wrong. And so it's like, you know, like I'm just doing my job. Like I'm sure that there's 100 stories of women being, you know, hurt, just trying to do their jobs.
Safety first, I think, in general.
For my last couple open houses, all at Beach Drive, my mom sat with me for every single one.
She was there that time.
She was there.
I rolled up
every time. And my dad came to a couple too, because my dad is the one that's like, you need to be careful. You don't know who's going to come rolling up to these open houses. And I'm like, I'm fine. But then you start thinking about it and it's like, maybe I'm not, you know? And I agree. Like, we live in a safe area.
Right. Just also have your wits about you. It's like anywhere and any place that you go.
Also, though, you are typically in like an empty house. Like, if somebody does come for me, I don't have anything to like, you know, I can't like whack them. I need something to whack them with.
Right. Pack your heat.
Yeah. If I'm in a furnished house, I'm going to get a wooden spoon and just.
Oh, you mean like there's literally nothing in the house?
There's literally nothing. I mean, what would you use at Sun Lane?
There's some knives.
Oh.
Just
bodies, knives. Do not call Terra. I'm just kidding.
No, but it was all in all, it was a great open house. But we ended up spending the weekend with some friends that came in town for their little one's birthday party. So we had a pool party on Saturday, and then we did a boat day to the island on Sunday. And that, as you know, can be an exhausting day. So yesterday I was like, what a wild weekend. But we do have plans to go on a little family vacation here. So we're excited to go to North Carolina.
Yeah, that's going to be really fun.
And hopefully we'll have a good story for you next week.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Tons of hiking, waterfalls, outdoor, just to get the kids out and about.
Yeah.
Probably not going to get any better weather than we have down here. Maybe a few degrees warmer, but this humidity.
It has been so hot.
It's so bad.
And
it's literally storming on our way in here. It has stormed every day that we've recorded. Yeah.
Every Tuesday. We record every Tuesday, and it storms. I mean, rains, and it unfortunately rained on our way in, so I'm a little wet and crusty, and then
she caught the giggles.
Attack. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
It's okay. I've been there.
That was crazy.
But it's almost kind of like there's something playful about it and fun, because I feel like it reminded me so much of when I was a kid, and you were told like stop laughing. Like we were at a dinner table so specifically. I cannot even remember how old I was. Very young, 5, 6 maybe. And my mom doesn't even recall this. I was like, do you not remember the time that, you know, a friend of mine, her name was Jessica, we were sitting at the little kids picnic table, like the little, whatever, Tyson, whatever the brand is, Playhouse, whatever.
Little Tykes.
Little Tykes, thank you. And we're supposed to be eating our lunch, and we couldn't stop laughing and focus, and we were getting in trouble.
Yeah.
And I remember that was my first experience of not being able to look at your friend without catching the giggles. And I'm like, it was, you know, that moment where you're like, don't look at me. We had that moment to begin with this. So I was like, do I need to talk?
I don't know what got over me. And on our way over here, it started raining, hence the wet hair. And there was this guy that would not let us merge over. And so I thought you had said something about wanting to talk about traffic in general here. Tell me what you think, sister.
First of all, I feel like it ages me because I'm over here talking about the weather, traffic every day.
We live in Florida. What else do we have to talk about?
Oh my gosh. And I have been in 2 car wrecks that were a year apart. It's been a while. But the first one, I rear-ended somebody, knock on wood, yes, thank you. And it was scary. It was a rainy time, and I hydroplaned, and there was nothing I could do.
This is before you got your new car.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then I got a new vehicle, and then not even a year later, I was rear-ended. Like on 98, which I'm sure if anyone lives in this area knows that it is like a race track out there. And I had a similar situation where I was always an aggressive driver where I'm driving fast, trying to get somewhere faster than I need to be. Like, it's fine. And I was kind of probably trailing this truck and this trailer a little too close. I didn't notice that they hit brakes because I it doesn't matter. Probably looked away for a second.
Because you were texting while driving.
No, I was not.
She was not.
Too scared
She
to
was
do
not.
that. But I hit brakes, and the newer car, it wants to hit brakes for you if you're not braking hard enough. So I did not do that, and it was like a jerk hit brake, and I was like, oh no! And I looked in my rear view, and this truck just rear-ended me. Blew out my back.
Your car that stopped so hard.
Because I didn't hit my brakes. Because I planned on like hitting the brakes and swerving off to the right and trying to avoid any sort of chaotic traffic jam because it's 98 and everyone's going fast.
He hit you so hard it blew out your back windshield.
And they had like every airbag that went off, and they were like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And I'm like, "What do you mean what happened?" They're like, "All of a sudden I was driving and I saw white." I'm like, "So I hit brakes and you did not." Obviously, yours.
You rear-ended me.
So
what happened to your car?
Oh my God, who broke out your back window? Their front end was demolished. But nobody was in the car. It was just me and just the driver in their car. Everyone walked away just fine. So thank God for that. However, I had felt so embarrassed because obviously like the brigades come. You've got the fire trucks, the police officers. People are rubbernecking left and right. And I'm like, well, here goes a second round. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. And this one guy who's like new to the area, originally from San Francisco, he was like, the wrecks here are insane. He's like, I came from such a busier city and your roadways make no sense. Like, I don't understand this whole median thing where people can go across 4 lanes of traffic where they're driving 55, more probably like 65 miles an hour. He's like, I'm like, I bet you're probably having to deal with like a wreck every couple, days or every week. And he's like, try every day, depending on the time of the year. Again, this is do your own fact check.
Oh, you're talking about there's a wreck every day here. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and then whenever it's like, this time of year, whenever we have more people who are, in town, I can't tell you how many different times I either hear sirens or spot anybody. So suffice to say, whenever the weather's crazy, people get crazy. So Claire on the way over here was trying to just merge.
Yeah, the guy wouldn't let me over, which is like no big deal.
No.
Like it wasn't a big deal.
It's a road rage moment. We're having a road rage moment, and that's fine.
I did not have a road rage moment.
No, I think being annoyed with someone who's honking at you for merging over, for them to only go one car, like it's not like you're trying to move over
you're
into
saying
like
they had the road rage.
A flow of traffic.
No, I was just like, hey, I really need to get out from behind this car. It's starting to rain, and I don't know. I just feel like there needs to be so much more like patience and understanding on the road.
Some would say even life in general, but yes.
Oh, I mean, 1,000%. But
for sure.
One of my friends, her brother was here visiting. He lives in a different state. And he was behind somebody. This would have been like the beginning of the summer, maybe. He was behind somebody and the light turned green, and the guy didn't go, so he like honked, not like honk, but just was like beep. And the guy turned around, showed him a gun.
Oopsies.
And then, according to him, went like, come here, and then shot him the bird, and then drove off. And long story short, they ended up finding the guy, and he got arrested for like
brandishing a weapon,
aggravated assault or whatever. But like to not feel comfortable honking at someone to tell them that it's time to go, like
I don't. I used to. I don't.
I used to. I
don't do anything like that.
I used to be like, you can't tell me anything. You can't honk at me.
I used to
have to do it.
Yeah. I used to reach over to my husband's and he'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I have counted to 3 seconds and this light is...
Yeah.
He's like, and why are you in a rush?
I'm not going to do or say anything because you never know what people are going to do.
Yeah.
So also,
yeah.
I'm glad we were talking about traffic. This is something else I wanted to ask your opinion about.
Sure.
I'm driving down 98, headed home from the office, west to east. Slammed. I mean, there is a million cars. There is a car in front of me, and they have a Florida plate. I'm always looking to see, where's your plate from? Are we in this together? Or are you a tourist?
Are you local?
Yeah, exactly. The bumper sticker on the back of this guy's car says, go back home, and then it says, the locals hate you.
Oh.
I know! And I was like, that is in such like poor taste.
I think so. I don't like a blanket statement like that.
Yeah.
Everybody makes them.
Oh, 1,000%.
But you can't speak on my behalf.
No, you can't speak on my behalf. And I don't know. I just think it's so interesting. Like, I wouldn't say anybody that like we know that like we're friends with, but I feel like there are so many locals here who are like, I hate the tourists. I hate the tourists. Meh, 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 meh. there would be none of this without the tourists. But I also say to the tourists, there would be none of this without us.
That's facts.
You know?
That's facts. I think that's like a huge, I wouldn't say point of contention, but it's definitely conversations I've had with multiple people on both sides, you know, like cost of living, things like that. People who have to come far away to serve that are here locally that can't maybe afford the housing where all these people come to visit. And I think that's just really something that's common in tourism industries, which I feel like is a huge, if not our entire state.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Disney in South Florida and all these other parks and so many other beaches. And I agree. I do feel like a bumper sticker is just kind of petty. That just speaks volumes to the person in the car. Sorry if you have it, but honestly, you can have your opinions. They don't always have to be on
you
the
can
back.
have your
They don't all have to be in the back of your car.
Have your opinions.
Yeah.
I just think that like the I hate the tourist thing is such, which like not to say I've never said it. I think
it's what we're talking about, frustration with just like traffic and the influx of things. But again, that comes with such a rich and economic environment for our area that I think that it's necessary. But
when I worked at Pineapple Willie's, I used to get frustrated because I worked in the shirt shop. And like, yes, it is our job to like fold the shirts and make sure everything looks nice. But like people just like didn't care. They did not care.
Now you're just talking about, God, what is that called? When you work in clothing.
Retail?
Thank you. Retail in general. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm just talking about like the people who are on vacation and instead of like folding the shirt back or even attempting to fold it back, they would just hand it to you and be like, here, I'm not going to fold this. Or just drop it on the floor or like knock stuff over and not pick it up. And it's like, they're in that vacation mentality, you know, but I also get it because it's like when I'm on vacation, I don't want to pick up the shirt. I wouldn't leave it on the floor, but you know.
I fold the shirts when I'm done looking at them. I did a small stint in retail.
Did you?
Yeah. And I was in a high traffic area, which were also, I would say, we're going to say tourists, but also just like a young demographic. And my gosh, they couldn't be bothered to fold or put anything back like it was. The dressing rooms. Oh my God, the dressing rooms were the worst. There would just be piles of clothes. And I think that it's important sometimes to work in certain service industry jobs just to kind of get a taste of what it's like on the other side.
Yeah.
Because then you would kind of be a little bit more, because sometimes people just don't know or they don't understand or they don't get it. And that I think is true.
Yeah.
But this, I would never do it again.
I don't know that I could do retail again. It's not for the faint of heart.
No, and it's also just...
Also, though, like customer service, I mean, it's
what we're in.
Real estate's not for the faint of heart. I don't think any job is for the faint of heart. I mean, it's dealing with the public in any capacity. Okay, here's my other notes.
You brought notes. I didn't bring notes for this one.
Here's my second note for you.
Oh, no.
I'll read it verbatim.
Okay.
I went to Los Antojitos 3 times this weekend.
Just
Why did I write that down? Yes, I did. I sure did. I went to Los Antojitos 3 times.
I only went twice.
No, it was 3 times. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday for lunch. Peruvian steak tacos.
Sounds good. So good. I've not been since they've reopened.
Fire.
All the same since they've reopened? Like the menu said is the same?
The menu, I think, I mean, I only ever get the Peruvian steak tacos whenever I go. Well, that's not true. I think I've tried a couple different things. I'm pretty sure the menu is like all the same. I mean, it was very similar. The rice was better. Same thin chips with the Lowry's. The salsa was good. It has those big chunks of onions, which I love.
I love it. I love an onion
crispy Diet
salsa.
Coke. You know who has a really good Diet Coke that I discovered last week is McGuire's. McGuire's Diet Coke is like...
Oh, yes. Tell us about this. Is this your first time going since it's open?
No, this is my second time going.
Oh.
But the first time I went, I didn't get a Diet Coke, which is unusual for me. I'm a Diet Coke fiend. The Diet Coke at McGuire's, I was willing to compare it to a McDonald's Diet Coke.
See, I'm not a Diet Coke drinker, so this is falling on deaf ears. I cannot confirm nor deny.
To the people at home, it was...
I'm a Dr. Pepper kind of
To the listeners, it was similar to a McDonald's Diet Coke.
I've heard this whole, like, elusive, like, McDonald's Diet Coke.
Yeah.
But McGuire's was fun, huh?
McGuire's was really fun. I got the cheddar burger, and then the time before that I went, I got a Caesar salad and spinach artichoke dip. The burger was great. One of our friends that went got the peanut butter burger. I know, the vendor's crazy.
It's unreal out there.
Got the peanut butter burger. He said it was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which I thought was interesting.
Peanut butter burger.
It's not something I would try, but a lot of people, when we went, got shepherd's pie. We were there for a large party, so there was 20, 25 of us there. A lot of people got the shepherd's pie. A lot of people got the 18-cent bean soup. A lot of...
Like it's 18 cents for the soup?
Yes, you don't know about this? So
I've not gone to the one in
like
Destin that often either. I know it's
like a small little cup of soup, and it's the Senate's bean soup, and they serve it like in the United States Senate. And if you get like the little soup as like an appetizer, or just like not, you can't have it as a side, I don't think. But let's say you get a burger, fries, and the soup's only 18 cents.
Oh.
But if it's the only thing you buy, it's $18. Yeah. So a lot of people just like get it as like a little 18-cent appetizer. So a lot of people got that. One girl got a steak, and it looked so good.
I have family coming in town in August, and they're all from the West Coast, and I'm excited for them to try McGuire's. They normally stay on Okaloosa Island, but we've got family that likes to stay kind of the 30A area, and they're coming. Their house is kind of like closer to McGuire's that they have rented. It's on the beach, which is so cool. And I was like, oh my God, we have got to go, because I didn't go maybe twice ever. It's just such a far drive.
It is a far drive,
and
then I mean, you're there
traffic
for
is insane.
an
Talking
hour.
about traffic,
Like it's
an experience.
It's an experience. It's worth it. If you've never been, it's absolutely worth it. You also get free bread, really tasty bread with like honey butter on top, and then like you do your dollar, they staple it up on the wall.
It's like a whole thing for everyone that comes here.
It's something you should do, and it's not. It doesn't feel like a I'm just gonna say it doesn't feel like a Margaritaville or like a like that type of like chain beachy restaurant. Like it, I don't know.
I think we also refer those as tourist traps.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a tourist trap.
Which is ultimately like, yeah, they've got I think I might have said that in one of our earlier episodes. That's why I said that.
You know, where is a neighborhood I would really like to live, but it's a little far?
Okay.
River camps.
Yes.
River camps.
That was actually the first listing I had coming with our current brokerage.
Yes, it was. You had a piece of vacant land.
No, a new build.
A new build. Okay.
But also there was a piece of vacant land after that.
Yeah.
It's a really great community. I think what's great about that community is outdoor living. Like if you're looking for places to have more of that natural Florida foliage, I guess I would say. Like you just have a lot of trees. It's not like everyone's got a manicured front lawn or a manicured front, backyard.
Yeah.
It feels very natural of what the Florida like.
You feel very in touch with nature. Now that we're talking about that though, like what is the pest control like out there?
So from my experience.
Oh, you have an answer. Okay.
Yeah, from my experience, it's behooves you to have a screened porch.
It what's you?
Behooves you. Like and
you?
I think it's behooves or behooves.
I don't know.
Behooves
I like
you.
that.
Behooves you. Dang it. Google it. But anyways, it's in your best interest to have a screened porch.
Yeah, mostly everybody does. And the houses, for those of you that don't know, the houses like all sit up. It is.
Yeah.
It's not.
Pilings.
It is on the water. It's not on the water. Like the houses, there's only maybe like 10 that have like water views. The majority of them are more like inland. But it's just so like woodsy and like outdoorsy.
Yeah,
and
you feel very much in like the natural landscape of Florida.
Yeah, the architecture is gorgeous. The insides of the homes are gorgeous. The only thing is like river camps from right here would be a minimum 30 minutes.
Well, we're in downtown, so yeah, that's a drive.
It's a trek. It is right next to the airport, though.
It is.
So, like, you have that. You have great amenities, which, are they rebuilding the clubhouse?
They are.
They are. Great amenities. Boat launch. There's boat storage out there. I wonder what school they're zoned for.
West Bay.
Terra, you genius.
They're zoned for West Bay, which is right over the bridge from where they are. It's a really large, expansive community. I think it's like over 1,500 acres total, and that's not even all builded.
Is West Bay a middle school?
It's an elementary school.
It's an elementary school. Yeah, it's not even all built out yet. There's still vacant lots.
It's a lot of, but there's also like even what would be built. There's a lot of like preservation to keep the actual landscaping of what you would naturally see in
And
Florida.
it's close to the new Margaritaville development.
Yeah.
So property values are going to continue to grow there. And not only are they growing, they have skyrocketed from when you
insane.
could have first
North of
built
the
out
bay.
there.
North of the bay is getting so much
Yeah.
so much growth, I would say. That's
What
a good
about-
one. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
river camps. River camps is like my dream. I don't know that I could afford to live there now. I think I could have bought 4 years ago, but now I don't know. It's not in my realm of possibilities. But like I said, I also don't want to be that far. I live very close to downtown Panama City, and I already feel like I'm pretty far from a lot of things on the beach.
Yeah, but you're so close to everything here in the town. It's like so nice. I showed a couple properties, I think like on 12th Street, and because I feel like those streets run like east and west, right?
Yes.
Excuse me. And I had shown either on 12th and 10th, and I'm like, you are in between St. Andrews and downtown. And it is just a nice, centrally placed location. I feel like if you're looking for something that almost gives you kind of like that urban life where we're not in a city. I mean, this is Panama City, but like we're still very small.
That is what we can talk about. What is your opinion as someone who does not live in town? What's your opinion on the boardwalk connecting downtown St. Andrews to downtown Panama City, the multi-use path that is going on Beach Drive?
I feel like a walking path is necessary in where we live. I think we need to encourage people to walk more frequently when they have the ability to, distance-wise. So to me, like that is a good short bike ride away. I feel like if you do St. Andrews to downtown, yeah, it's a bit of a trek. But if you're just like someone who lives in between those two neighborhoods and you're like, hey, let's go on a quick bike ride. And I know you guys, the storming is insane. I feel like we should have more walkability.
Yeah.
In places that it's plausible. That's something I don't feel like we have as a county, and I feel like that's been in the works with a lot of these future plans.
There's nowhere to go. There's not any walking trails anywhere. And people are like, go to the conservation park. I'm like, did you miss the sign at the beginning that says there is wildlife out here? And we're talking like alligators,
I used
venomous
to walk
snakes.
it all the time.
I don't think there's like mountain lions, but I do think there could be like
There are.
wild cats and
There are
stuff.
bears out
like,
there too. There's been sightings.
Bears.
I know. Oh my.
Leave the bears with the bodies. Get me out of here.
Bodies in my.
But I am actually for the Beach Drive. I'm just gonna call it the makeover. Beach Drive makeover.
It's a revamp.
It's a revamp, and
I don't think it's going to obstruct the view that it's already there.
the multi-use path. I feel like anywhere that I've been that has a public path like that, like whenever you're walking on it and the homes that are directly on it, those are always like your star homes. You know, you're like, oh my gosh, look at that one. Oh my gosh, look at that one. And I don't think that having that path is going to decrease anybody's property value. I don't think it's going to increase it, but I don't think it's going to like kill the property values.
So thanks for listening to No Contingencies. I'm Terra.
I'm Claire.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.